I feel like NME's priorities have been a little mismatched. The last game we saw, the best of one, I'll give them some slack for that one for sure. It felt like they pivoted halfway through their draft phase to a different style.
It's not the Mumu's definitely there. The smite button might be moved around a little bit, brother.
Wait a minute, what?
Maybe we're getting more. We're getting more of the truth. We're getting the more of the truth special, brother.
Alec, I don't. Oh,
I hope we are. I really hope that we're seeing Orianna true. Oh my God! Thank you.
Okay.
Blessed.
All right, you scared me, man. All right, so this is everyone's in their standard role.
I didn't want to see it again. I'm pretty sure the folks at home didn't want to see it again.
Yeah.
This is the real present. Honestly, the only way I will ever root for Mumu today for the Fight Night Rift holiday special is if it is the holiday Mumu skin. This is the only reason that I will ever show support for this champion.
The one with like the present
is a
wrapping
bow
on his head.
Yeah, he's a big present. It's kind of cute. I know if Smax was here, he'd be really hard complaining. Nope, it's Bearskin and Mumu. Go next.
Bearskin and Mumu. Go next. I also want to make a quick note here. Something that Tribe and most of North America did throughout the Summoner Series was that multi-champ focus in the mid lane, push it out, share XP, and then send your Baron laner to the top lane to catch that. So you're a little ahead on XP. Not a lot of other regions did that. And now, notably, Tribe no longer doing that 2 games in a row. NME still on this read of the meta.
Tribe said, look, we just want to be in lane as soon as possible. I mean, the advantages of it is that your Baron lane doesn't really lose any experience because of the sharing that happened and the XP growth that's a part of Wild Rift as a whole. But, like, why do that when I could just get priority of the Baron lane and then set the tempo for the opponent?
Yeah, and I mean, the idea is that you get the Jace ahead because he's able to share XP and then get up to the Baron lane before the minions die, so he can also get that. He has a level up over Chuck, who just hits level 3 now. So Aloy will now need to make use of this early level advantage for that to be worth it, because otherwise Truth is just inconvenienced here. But dive set up.
Tigers.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, wait, he might get caught out here. I mean, Tybe and Truth are here to try and cut him off from looking for anything. So I do want to take a little bit, since we're probably not going to have too much fighting going on early game thanks to the drafts here. I know we've been poo-pooing on Amumu for a bit, and it's funny, it's fair, this champion kind of sucks. Did get a change on the most recent patch. They said it was a systems buff, but I think this champion just got perma-nerfed repeatedly with the changes. Amumu into this comp for Tribe that is very, very susceptible to engage and crowd control doesn't look all that bad. There's a little bit of a Mumu copium going on.
Okay, yeah. I like that. I mean, yeah, the Ziggs, the Senna, if you can get onto these priority targets that usually want to be very far away, you can actually lock them down for quite a while, long enough for something like a Lee Sin or a Jace Orianna to follow up. And again, a lot of poke between Jace and the Varus now. I mean, even Orianna you can kind of throw into that mix too. Jackie's just going on a field trip, though. I mean, he's just...
Fight! He has no mana! Starting's dead!
Oh, flashes, hits a bandage toss under the turret. He's taking a lot of damage here. Starting
Not the barrier!
The barrier, and he gets out. Oh,
I'm so incredibly upset. Never mind. No more Mumu copium. No more Mumu copium. Louis gets taken down as well. Kangas... It's feeling like deja vu. This is like waking up you wake up and you're like, oh, is it Christmas morning? Oh, it's December 24th. Okay, well, one more day.
One more day. One more day right there. Yeah, early game to Tribe. We see what they do with these leads. If you remember those gold graphs we had seen, they don't lose once they have that lead. They are rarely even behind in gold at any point during a game, and this is just an early lead for them now.
It's so worrying here because this is literally game 1 and they just played a game not 10 minutes ago against the same roster, same lineup. So from Tribe side, you're chilling. You're huge chilling. You're like, this game's easier than our last game. Okay, boys.
You're having a great
especially,
time.
Talk about the personalities on this team. Dienzio is one of my favorite players, if not only because this guy just always talks trash every time without fail.
And now he's got the team to back him up for sure here. But oh, speaking of,
Tide.
Chuck actually goes down. Tide doing massive damage, but Max Green has joined in. He's being a nuisance right now, but a double kill over to Tide, and NME bringing themselves right back in this game.
Look at how weak they are. Oh my god, Tide, he is just putting on a clinic for this Lee Sin. And what I noted early on here for Tribe is that their team is very susceptible to crowd control and engage. And what do NME do? They leverage that and turn that into 3 kills. They get the flash out from Dienzio. Rift Herald spawn, they want to try and get some plates.
Oh, Jackie's taking some damage though. How hard does Chuck want to push for this? Answer is not that hard, but that's not just plates, that's first brick. Actually, no, not even, because the bottom turret was actually picked up there by T-Tigers during all of that action, but still, now traded, gold relatively even.
It's their first turret. Does that count? Does that make it just there we go. We fixed it. We solved it. But again, the longer this game goes on, Tribe, they will be able to take more and more turrets thanks to the Zig Satchel Bomb. They'll be able to siege incredibly well, especially with the infinite range of Senna, and you just look at how tanky some of their frontliners are. Galio, you have, I mean, Mundo is going to be not fun to play against if you're on the side of NME. You just have to kill the rest of his teammates and pray that you guys are not blinking HP bars.
It'll come down to Tybe. How well can he carry with his early lead right now? And
Louis
can Louis not throw it? He just gets picked.
He goes in, uses Hammer Stance to the skies, and then back to the Nexus, back to the Fountain. He goes down. That's a turret immediately traded on. And it's these small mistakes. They keep thinking they can go for these. NME, I think, overreaching in a lot of circumstances.
If Aloy just waited just a little bit longer, just played more defensively, I think that they can turn that play. And NME, they were ready to turn that play as well. But now their Baron laner is struggling. Jace behind. Elsewhere on the map, they're still doing all right. It's not like they've lost a gigantic gold lead. It's only 1,000 here. But if they can get these team fights, I still do think that NME have a chance right now with this comp.
We haven't seen them have a really successful 5-on-5, right? It's been mixed skirmishes here and there. Tybe in the back line, Griff and Jackie trying to pump out damage alongside Truth. But until we get to those 5v5s, Tribe were more than happy to play split map, play split kind of skirmishes, and keep winning.
In those 5v5s, the tanks are going to be very difficult for NME to deal with, but they have such insane 5v5 ultimates. The Amumu ult, the Orianna ult. As, speaking of, Orianna gets out to safety there. Nice back from Truth. Oh, Tybe's here. Jackie's here too. They might actually go for this play. Yeah, engage onto Chuck right now. Mundo has to pop the ultimate, try to stay alive, but Jackie following up. Nice!
Oh, no!
No, but the sombrero from Truth! Oh, disaster! Not fully, as it is a 1-for-1 trade, but it could have been so much more.
It's not even Luchador, like, it's not Luchador on, like, a Lee Sin or the Mundo. It is just like, oh no, we mistimed our ultimates. This is a little bit of sloppy communication. They're going to get the 1v1. I think...
T-Tigers is
Do you smell that? Do you smell that? I think it's a kill.
Blood in the water right there.
That's a kill.
That one is. Truth has to flash away. T-Tigers, a couple more autos. Gets it.
And in the picture-in-picture, thank you, observers. I don't think we're going to have time for that.
Yeah, Tybe just goes unstoppable, picks up another kill in response. Can he dodge out on Starting's damage? At least get flash away. Griff is here, but so is Chuck. Jackie and Griff decide to respect the appeal of Amundo.
And in the picture-in-picture, thanks again to the observers, and we just mentioned it, Jace Alui just straight up killed Dienzio with his support right next to him. Max Green got the return kill, but that stops so much pressure for Tribe if they're able to win out on that fight in the bot lane afterwards. And get this, so key for them. But ultimates are missing. You don't have Chains of Corruption. You don't have the Curse of the Sad Mummy. So Tribe, there's a window here where they can abuse this, keep NME out of this, and grab the dragon for themselves.
Tybe looking for the engage himself right there, sells the Dragon's Rage, and just finds the pit!
Huge.
Look at the back line! T-Tigers, now Galio coming in as well. Massively done, but T-Tigers, he's actually taking damage. He gets rooted down. NME have done it, a double kill to Tybe, putting the team on his back! Double kill. Can he get the triple? It will be cleaned up by Griff, but NME fighting back.
I'm so glad that there's now an internal struggle for NME as to who the better jungler is, who the better Jace player is. Tybe and Alui are fighting for those remarks, but Tybe on this Lee Sin looks incredibly comfortable and is just, I mean, putting on a clinic, like you said, against Tribe. Let's see if they can try to bounce back. It looks like Max Green is not actually going for that supportive tank build, but more so more AP to try and supplement his team. If he can get those Rabadons, the magic damage from the Scalar is going to be huge. But still, I mean, there's a few tanks here. I mean, the Mumu was nothing to scoff at.
We're going to have another fight, and this time it's actually NME with the ultimates available. Jackie looks to go in, pops the Sad Mommy ultimate, but nobody's there to follow up. Aloy was not nearby. Time taking some damage, but they still turn it. They still get the first pick. T-Tigers jumps away, barely alive. Max Green fell. Nobody from the side of NME. Nice stutter step from Griff right there. They lose the objective, but they get the kill.
Wait, if you would have told me that, hey, starting is playing Ziggs and he's able to put out all that damage, I said, yeah, that's just a tribe win just for as a default. But right there, it just shows that even with all of starting damage, blinking health bars and all, look at how aggressively NME are playing. Doesn't matter how much HP, whether it's 100 or 1,000, they're willing to play on the line, and I mean, they're flipping heads right now.
And this is what I wanted to see from Griff and Jackie. After talking with Aloy, said the difficulty was getting them on the same page, playing at the aggression level that NME likes to play at. Well, hey, this game, they are playing at that aggression level. Jackie is looking for these engages. Griff is positioning just so perfectly in these fights, dancing around a knife's edge, yet to die, but still outputting damage. It looks like NME, their game plan's actually coming together, and they have come back from that gold lead. They're actually sticking right in there with Tribe.
It's getting a little bit dangerous here, Kangas, and we were talking about Jackie's positioning in the last game. Morgana has to play a little bit more, it's a little bit trickier than something like an Amumu, but like, you know, you just save that. Doesn't matter, just keep going forward. Kick.
Nice kick from Tybe right there. Max Green's not long for this world, but did he bait the rest of the team for too long? T-Tigers goes in. Might be a pick back out of Tybe, though. It's actually Jackie that's locked down as Tybe gets away. 1 for 1.
Amumu only has one note, and it is go forward. It may be a sour note. It usually can end up, and so far throughout the game, it's been a high note. But NME, they get a little bit too anxious there. They try to go for something, they're like, oh, we just traded supports. Again, it's not much of a trade, Kangas. We're still stuck here. What is Tybe doing, man?
He's just assassinating starting right now. Like, oh my god. Yeah, that's what Elysian can do when he's ahead. Tybe, he's very far ahead.
I just want it to be known, again, Fight Night Rift Holiday Special, it's supposed to be, you know, building up North American talent. NME are orgless. Any teams, you want to come and pick these guys up?
Yeah, just casually.
Yeah. These guys are organizationless. So if you guys need a Wild Rift team, they just picked up some of the better parts of a Cloud9 roster. You see games like these, and you're like, yeah, no wonder these guys were so longly touted as the second best team in North America.
No surprise based on this kind of performance. So far, the most competition the Tribe have seen all day. Important to note, though, Tribe, let's look at objectively their composition and their win conditions. Scaling, I would argue, more in their favor between Senna, Mundo, Ziggs, and this Jax. And T-Tigers is actually staying right in line, step for step, in gold with Tybe. So even though Tybe has that 10-0-2 stat, you look at the gold individually between the junglers, T-Tigers is actually hanging with him.
Dude, this is like both sides of the spectrum where like people are like, oh my god, farming camps is so important for jungle. And Tybe is just like, if I kill everybody...
Getting picks is big too. Kick back onto T-Tigers, but it's right onto the back line here. He's got no Guardian Angel, so he's down. And now Aloy has to flash away as well. Almost went down there. That would have been rough. But Max
Tybe, no!
On the turret! Tybe! He takes the Sonic Wave to his doom. Guardian Angel pops. Can he get out now? He can dash away to safety. He's all right, but no GA.
There's a Griff Flash somewhere in there, and look at how low Jackie is. Jackie's like, I don't care if I have 100 HP. I'm going to be looking for bandage toss engages under the turret. And the Sonic Wave resonating strike there from Tybe follows under turret to try and kill more members. I mean, Tribe, they're essentially, I like to think of Tribe right now and their composition as like a crab or like a lobster. They're definitely a crustacean. You've got a hard outer shell, but it's all about the inside. You just want that juicy crab meat. You break open the shell, and it's just dunzo from there. So we're seeing it time and time again. Tybe gets in the back line. There's just kills.
And unfortunately, this Wild Rift is turning into a melting pot here. Boiling pot, if you will. They're getting cooked. Enemy actually ahead right now. Substantial amount, 5,000 gold plus a dragon advantage. That Elder Dragon will be on the table as the next big fight could break out. Otherwise, the Baron is the next objective that these teams could be looking at. Either way, enemy should be approaching that fight with a lead.
All right, bad fishing jokes. Here we go. This is technically a battle for the Atlantic. Does that count? Although I guess they're more.
It's not really
being more
fishing.
Pacific. Yeah, I guess if we're trying to be more Pacific with the jokes, like we're doing that kind of stuff. Let's see what else. What is the most deadly catch for enemy? Is it just all the kills that Tybe has?
The most deadly. Oh, are we still doing fishing analogies?
Yeah, it's deadly. We just did crab meat, right?
Okay,
we're talking about deadliest catch.
I'd say Tybe's probably the shark in the water right now, but actually it's T-Tiger is going fishing here. Onto Jackie! Nice pick! Tybe is struggling to find his way into this fight, and that was not it, brother. I'm sorry to say it. But he bought time for the team. Now they've repositioned. Griff can actually get some damage. Maybe I spoke too soon. Louis turning the play with the big moves. And now a double kill shock blast out of 4. Time still going in. Time still alive. Time legendary. A quadra kill for Louis. And he's unstoppable.
The ace there for enemy means that they're just going to be able to walk this down. Kangas, we can see Tribe's first loss here at the Fight Night Rift. They're for sure going to be able to break open the base. And Tribe, look, I mean, stunned. What are they able to do here? Enemy, they're done. They don't even care. They said, oh, that first game they're in groups? Who cares? We just took game 1.
Enemy with a statement in the best of 5 grand finals match here against Tribe. They will move up 1-0 in the series off of a very impressive performance. At the very end of that game, Ty played it well, played it clean throughout the whole thing, but Aloy. Because now we have 2 champs that kind of want to take resources, the Draven and the Jax. I guess it's not too big of a deal, though, because they're going to be on opposite sides of the map pretty much the whole game.
Exactly. Jax will probably never join up for a team fight until we get to those objectives and we see a capable bot laner. This guy goes down really fast. So a lot of early gold for them, and especially with Twisted Fate, that ultimate is going to be so important to see where the first one goes for enemy.
Spotting out the rotations. Also, spotting out Akshan, because it is starting on this pick. Dienzio will pilot that Ziggs. And Akshan is a champion that likes to shove lanes and then roam around the map. Destiny can spot that out and get a little ahead of the roams here. But Tribe, they still are going back to essentially comfort across the board if you look at it. T-Tiger's on the signature Vice, starting on the signature Akshan. This is an adaptation. Whether it's going to work or not is still to be seen.
Yeah, this is just like a fully defensive bot lane. You want the Braum to protect the Ziggs. And for NME, we've been joking about it. We were like, oh, who has a really aggressive playstyle? It is this bot lane. It is specifically Griff. When we're talking about Lucian, he had a little bit of Draven. That's something that him and Jackie actually share, which is, funnily enough, the 2 former marksmen for Cloud9. This is one way to get aggressive, right? You want an aggressive bot lane? Galio Draven is about where you're going to get that.
It seems pretty annoying to play against, if you ask me. Jungler's hanging out in the mid lane right now. Gold card popped by
solo
Truth.
Kill.
Engage here onto starting right now, but instead it's Tybe that's taking the damage. First blood to starting. Can he get the double? Truth is alive. Burning down, and there we go. Double kill as Aloy now joins in. Cannot catch T-Tigers.
Man, red buff is so broken, man. We saw that Truth in starting. They started off that fight with igniting each other and then walking away. And the junglers being a little bit of trepidation there. They're like, do we go for this fight? But as soon as the gold card lands, I have to hold that. Louis, you might be going down, brother.
Chuck flashes. He's got one auto. The bleed, it should be enough. Aloy's dead. Oh, wow.
Okay, so do any of the Tribe fans want to start spamming in Twitch chat against us for the fight night, or are we still waiting for the enemy team, the enemy fanboys to calm down?
Hey, enemy came back from a bigger deficit in game number 1. There is still a chance right now, but this is also 2 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock here, and already 3 kills over the side of Tribe. So pace-wise, a little faster than that last game.
Starting can take control of the mid lane. It just means that Twisted Fate is going to have to be playing kind of reactively, which is not what you want to see from Truth. So hoping to see more Ignites getting popped in mid lane.
Oh!
Truth with the ultimate!
Oh! 1v1 and 1-4-1. Wow, that was a very slim margin.
Good job on the boy starting there. Getting a solo kill for himself. Has a completed item. Already has a Blade of the Ruin King. So it's only going to get worse here before it gets better for Truth. Finishes the Rod of Ages, but until he gets some assistance, Starting is going to have a manhandle on this lane.
Starting will have a fantastic lead in the mid lane. I'm also looking at the top lane now too, because Chuck silently 1,000 gold up over Aloy, had a full 2 levels on him there before this reset. Actually didn't go for the Rocket Belt first build. I thought he might, just to try and push this lead even further, but go for the stats instead. Gold card from Truth onto Starting. Tibe's here, but with Max Green nearby, they don't want it. Might have to Dragon's Rage. Yeah, ultimate used by Tibe.
Man, that is so important there that they're not able to find that kill, because if they are able to find a kill onto Lee Sin or start to kind of lean that pressure into the Baron lane, Jax just is like, okay guys, well, yeah, he may not have Proto Belt, but I can't really ever get away from him. And now their mid laner is here and is going to completely camp me out of this lane.
The focus on objectives next. 5 seconds for both to spawn here. That's where my eyes immediately go next. Starting an early rotate towards this bottom river. I don't think he spotted Truth, though. I don't know if they actually saw Truth walk over there. Definitely don't see Jackie. T-Tigers here, taunted up, but has the backup of Chuck. Aloy's jumping
fighting,
in,
boys.
And we have an engage from T-Tigers. That was ambitious. Now, Tybe goes back in with Aloy. Jackie going forward. Tybe now over the wall. Max Green in trouble, but it's the resets coming through here for Chuck. Gets one.
Oh my god, Starting?
Jackie, that's 2 kills. As Starting will finally fall, but a triple kill to Chuck.
Chuck just bides his time there, and Tribe follows suit. There's a huge turnaround. Not able to find that first kill onto Starting. Max Green limps away with just barely enough HP. And while it is Starting, that is the only person that has death for his team, I'm sure he's like, okay, cool. Look at the rest of my team. 4-0 on Chuck. Finally now has the Proto Belt, has a Black Cleaver super early on. It's going to be a tough road to climb here for NME. They're down a lot more gold than when we've seen them in that first game. But they still have tools to try and pull this one back.
This is that anime moment between Starting and Chuck right now, where they just, the 2 buff guys grabbing hands here, like 4 kills apiece. Let's go for it. Maybe find some more right now for the team. Max Green going forward. Jackie's down, but the turn from NME, they trade it right back. Jungle for support. I mean, you take that as Dragon's on the table.
Exactly. Danzio will be able to poke here, so this is still a dangerous fight, I think, if you're NME. You can't really contest onto the Dragon. You're way too low, and if Ziggs is unattached in the back lane, I mean, you just can't contest for it. So right now, seeing this, I love what we're getting now from Jackie. Noticing, look, we're not going to be able to play for bot lane for a few, so I'm going to move into mid lane, play in Fog of War, and try to protect the Louis. Maybe Chuck gets a little aggressive, and we can trade a Dragon for a tier 1 and get a Louis back into the game.
Maybe you can just get a kill straight up here if Chuck walks forward. Aloy's got to play bait a little bit, but no, the rest of the tribe, they have the Herald, so they drop it mid lane instead, and because NME were spending time up there for that play, it's at least going to be plates right now, but shouldn't be the whole turret.
Walk it over, Danzio. That turret is gone. You throw a single satchel bomb, and it's over. Man, I like the idea of right now what Jackie is doing. In theory, he's just playing Fog of War so that they can't really find him, and he can always enter in. Chuck, flash?
He flashed past him into the turret range, but it doesn't matter. That's still a kill.
That's a kill, and that's going to be another tier 1 turret here. So now, huge gold explosion here for Tribe. Can Tybe make the difference?
He's trying to fish for something right now. T-Tigers knocked into the wall, but he just turns it back. Griff's joining
Griff's
in,
here.
but Tybe might just die before Griff can even do it. Jackie ults defensively. Truth forward now. They actually get another pick here. It's Max Green, way too far forward. Flashes the wall to safety. Can Tribe get out? They got to run right now. Oh, Griff walking forward.
Mana, Starting's coming.
On the Draven, but the damage return from T-Tigers. And the damage return from DNZO. Starting's joined as well. Aloy all the way back up from the gray screen express. But 2 more kills over to Tribe.
It's going so well for them until it doesn't. Tribe flip it on its head, and Max Green able to tank so much damage in that last fight. and it's just a kind of it feels a little bit awkward talking about that 5K against, just because NME, there's so many members that are so low, but Griff is not ahead as he should be on this Draven, and Jackie I think makes a few mechanical blunders that prevent his team from picking up and executing on kills. So now back onto the map, Tribe are stronger. Can they make this pick?
Massive pick. This is huge. D'Anzio doesn't have a lot of tools. He flashes away. He's into the pit. He's still alive. He got to the front line, and now NME have overextended. They got to retreat away from Chung.
Starting is killing Truth.
D'Anzio still providing the damage. T-Tigers starting on the back line there. Almost kills Truth. Almost catches the flank. Everybody from Tribe working in unison.
Look at how annoying starting can be now that he knows that he can have the better of the matchup. He says, oh, Truth, you want to try and get into this fight? Well, guess what? I'm going to almost kill you, force an ignite, and force you to go for an early recall. Pick up maybe another kill on the back line there. It's an Ocean Drake in their back pockets. First Drake at 8.5 minutes. And I mean, Tribe, yet again, looking really good now that they've been able to, cement a huge lead. Alui has been such a huge problem in the last few games that now, you look at this, he's 3,000. It's going to be 4,000 gold after this turret.
That's absolutely
He's just doubling his gold.
Yeah, I mean, just look at that Darius gold. Look at the Jax gold. Chuck is on a rampage on the Wild Rift right now, and the rest of Tribe. Oh, starting.
Oh,
you gotta
look,
hit those, buddy.
It happens. Look.
It does.
Action apologist here. The champion is a little hard. Not going to lie. That champion... I played enough of it on PC, played enough of it here. Blue card salute, Truth.
Oh, nicely done from T-Tigers, baiting in NME, and then pulling the trigger onto the support. Griff, too far forward, no front line in front of him. That's 2 picks for Tribe.
Yep, and without the gold card, without any sense of a crowd control ability.
Chuck?
Max screen. Okay. What is he doing? Oh, woo.
Chuck was in that picture-in-picture, looking to dive under the bottom turret right there. Tribe to start up the Rift Herald. They're also looking for damage onto Truth right here. Starting! Flash to reposition! And should get another kill onto Ty, but the kick away means Ty can get to safety. Starting's hunting. Starting wants this. Jackie? Flash taunt. I don't know if you have follow-up. Buying time for Aloy. That's the big payoff right now. Aloy gets in there. Time as well. That's the play from NME. The setup, the knockdown. Jackie's still alive, but Aloy has now found himself in multiple members of Tribe's face. Starting still alive. T-Tigers flashing, missing the knock-up. Double taunt from Jackie. Will die under turn. Starting can get a couple of autos here. Autos in onto Aloy. Onto Truth. Will finally fall down.
Oh my god, no, the shield.
He's healing. He's life stealing. He doesn't die. Double kill to Starting!
Dude, this is the star mid laner. TSM sends their regards. This is exactly from the training grounds of Horizon Cup. It took Brazilian teams to try and face this action. They couldn't do it, and NME are now facing the wrath of a Tribe that is angry after a Game 1 loss. What is this champion, man? Like, he already had the Wit's End finished. He gets the healing and the shielding from his passive and the double shot that comes along with the grapple hook. Man, it feels good. When you see Tribe like this, it gives you a little bit of pride coming from North America.
These are the ones that feel good. Oh, that was so close for Starting.
He should have been dead there.
He absolutely should have been, but he's not. He survived. And now, 12,000 gold lead for Tribe. How quickly can they close this one out? They're looking for the engage right here. Max Green throws out the Glacial Phaser. They've caught Griff. The Draven flashes away.
Look at Chuck.
Passive procs are not doing enough right now, but onto the backline. Aloy, he's out of Starting. Can they kill the X-Shot? He's still alive. He's still healing through it. Finally goes down. But that took so much effort from NME, and it's a 1 for 2.
Griffin is just dead straight up. See you later. Rift Herald spawned. You have the Ziggs. This is going to be inhibitor turret gone. Unless Truth can try and pull off an ultimate miracle play here. Tyve has Guardian's Angel. I mean, Tribe. I don't think they can end here, but they certainly get close to making them feel it.
Oh, Tyve's just going to go down too. He thought he could maybe get on to Max Green.
Wait.
Oh, the Herald doesn't charge? Wait. And Tyve lives.
Wait. That's huge for NME. The Rift Herald dies, and the Satchel Bomb was already used, so they can make a recommit here. Destiny gets available.
10 seconds on the Dragon. If they can win a fight here, NME could be back into this game. Truth throws out the gold card. It's a good setup. It's a good start. Time goes back in, and they've already picked up 2, or rather 1. Max Green, very low health bar, is still alive. Time, you're crazy.
Oh my
what
God,
are you
starting
doing there?
man.
Yeah, all right, just dies to the auto attacks. Now enemy, they gotta back away. Aloy taking damage, backing out of Max Green. They can't even kill the Braum right now.
Look
We're
at
flashing
starting.
away. Double kill for starting. Triple kill to starting. Quadra kill to starting on the rampage. I don't know if that was an official quadra kill, but regardless, massive kills over to the side of Tribe.
It's sadly a triple kill. We can blame Dienzio for stealing that one. He got a kill onto the Galio. It hurts, I know, especially just watching starting play this champion. Yet another champion that might have to hit the table here, Kangas, is starting on this Akshan. He was telling me this all the way before Horizon Cup. He's like, dude, we're getting blasted by some of these teams here. But you know who's looking good? Me on Akshan. I'm doing crazy work. I'm saving some of these scrims right now with this champion. He looks good on it. And, I mean, we're seeing it time and time again. His performance is not to be messed with.
Ooh, Tybe looking for a pick. You get flashed out of T-Tigers. Enemy are just, I mean, yeah, echoing everything you just said about starting. And Enemy are feeling the full force of it right now, looking for these desperation picks. They have to play away from the Akshan at this point. I don't even think they can blow him up if they get, like, Jax and Lee Sin on top of him at once. He's just going to kite away and then lifesteal back up, so... Play where he isn't, try and get away from him, but it's just impossible. Max Green's this far forward. That was a lot of Ziggs damage too. Now Jackie caught away from the rest of the team. Dienzio gets to safety. Chuck has joined in on the fight, and this should be game. That's 1 kill. Tybe cannot survive this ultimate either. Oh, okay. The Raptors played body block for him, but will still die. Tribe focus on the objectives. They're going for this Baron rather than the game end, but you know that the nail's in the coffin.
Exactly. I mean, Chuck's having a really good game this time around. It's this thing that we noted against their game against Immortals, right? It's just, you know, it's a good way to set Chuck up. Just remove his lane opponent from the game. He's so far ahead in gold at this point, and if you allow starting to have games like these, well, it's why we thought Tribe were going to be at least have an okay performance at an international event. So now here again, Draven's having a hard time getting kills. Truth with the gold card can't do anything, especially now that Braum is existing. And it is just going to be an end game soon here as Ziggs just completely tears this team apart.
20,000 gold lead, Baron buff on the minions. Griffalo on health, Jackie engaged on Tribe. They've taken on the turret, and they can just clean up these kills under the Nexus right now. Enemy, they're just fishing a barrel here, and Tribe brought a shotgun and some dynamite. Game 2, Nexus turret will fall. Game 2 goes to Tribe. We got an even series.
Good luck, boys. I did say Enemy would win. There's a little bit of copium there, but I mean, Tribe, take a look at this. I mean, this feels, if you were to just take decking the halls with a bunch of Holly, I am going to be Ebenezer Scrooge here. I yet again do not like the support pick here. I'm slightly sad.
You're getting visited
miffed
by the ghost of Horizon Cup past. Here as
we already had a Mumu support in this series.
Jackie's really
the ghost of Smacks.
Pulling the fringe support picks here. If he doesn't play J4 support at least once this series, I'm going to be upset.
I will be happy. I'll be happy if I don't see a Jarvan support, please.
I need
to be able to get away from it, man.
I was also holding out hope that maybe it would be Truth on the Kai'Sa and then Griff on the Ahri.
Who said it isn't?
Maybe.
Who said it isn't?
I mean, they didn't give each other those champs in pick and ban. I was looking at the order, and yeah, we do see Griff on the Kai'Sa, but that would have been cool. A nice throwback to Truth's AP Kai'Sa mid.
Kangas, anything is possible with Enemy. We've already seen Truth play jungle, so I don't even trust. I trust nothing until we get into game.
Speaking of, we have loaded in everybody. Game 3 of the best of 5 finals. Here it's 1-1 between these teams, evenly matched right now. Whoever wins this will be on match point. That's a great place to be here. So let's see how they intend to do that. Already jungler starting on opposite sides of the map, and we do see a lot of red wards placed down. Enemy are trying to track where T-Tigers is in his jungle clear.
They know there shouldn't be too much action from a Jax early on, so they're saying, look, with this Wukong, we just need to try and do something, try and keep ourselves relevant in the game. And if that means we can play with Fog 4 turned off on a T-Tigers, that's fantastic. They've already found that they can abuse this mid lane in game 1 of their series and in game 1 or in their first game in the group stage. So why not try to replicate some of that success?
Ooh, Max Green hits the Winter's Bite. That's stun onto Jackie.
He's just dead.
Heal use, ignite use. He's alive. He should be fine right now. Didn't even flash. Actually does flash now, but T-Tigers ignited. First blood over to NME, and they should pick up starting.
Oh, the barrier, the shield.
He's got the barrier. Can Truth get him? One more auto. Oh, starting, flashing, and getting the honey fruit.
Oh my god. Why does starting do this to me every single time? Max Green's going right back in. They want this.
Yep.
Kill them, boys.
Was beautifully played. Oh, that was so well played from Max Green. Kiting back and forth, throwing up the shield. Jackie goes down.
Okay, again, another champion where the positioning is really, really important. Morgana and Garen, if you're not in the right spot, you will just get punished. And Max Green showing expertise in that case. Tigers comes back onto the map. Shockwave, Charm.
Shockwave, but now Starting's in trouble. Type jumps on him. Tigers kills Truth before anything can be traded back. Now Jackie's joined in too, but over the wall, Chuck pulls in Tybe back to safety.
I think we're going to have to say that that's Grandmaster's might popped.
No, T-Tigers, yeah, he wants this. Into Aloy, Dominus popped as well. Now the ultimate's traded, but T-Tigers take a lot of damage. Aloy picks up the kill. Chuck dies as well. And now Max Green, unfortunately, did not realize that was not the play to jump into. 3 kills picked up by NME.
This is why I just love Wild Rift, by the way, is that players can die and they come back so fast out onto the map that it's like, oh god, we're still fighting. Oh my god, like starting, was able to get back onto the map. We saw T-Tigers, he died first blood and just walks straight to the rift or the scuttle in the top side and looks for that fight. It's still even. And while Max Green tries to make the roam, while the kills looked good in the beginning, NME, they move more of their members over, and Jackie, resolute on this Garen, is trying to be a nuisance.
Trying to be. I was, right before that play happened, I was going to criticize him for not going for the boots first item. He backed and got the component item first before going for the boots. I usually see the stone plate rush from the Garen, but hey, who am I to judge? 'Cause he was able to turn that play around and now comes back with boots anyway. And now has the stats on Garen to actually be a nuisance in this lane as well.
Okay, Genghis, do you know the... Do we know what item this is?
No, or... I do not know the name of Jackie's item.
It is plated, I think it's plated wing caps, something like that.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of dumb, I'm not gonna lie. I hate this item personally.
Plated wing caps. I'm gonna call
it's plated
doubt.
Something.
I'm gonna press X to doubt on that one.
Definitely plated something. It gives movement speed.
Plated hip armor caps. Yeah, there we go. Charm lands here onto Chuck. Just blown up.
Oh my god. Wow.
But
okay, Chuck, wait, they're going to keep going.
Tybe, he finds a nice engager onto the backline, delivers grip right onto all the carries of Tribe. That's one down. Dienzio has to reposition here. And the front line, they've all flashed away. They're trying to get out of dodge. T-Tigers has to flash too. And Tribe are just out of sorts. NME capitalizing on it.
They're just starting fights before Tribe can even really kind of get a bearing for what's happening. And Tybe disrupting with this Wukong. Griff able to put in some damage. And I mean, Genghis, we were before we came into this series, you were like, do you think we get a 5-game series? I was a little bit of a doubter. But now we're here. NME, they got the Rift Herald. They didn't get the Dragon, but like, it's looking a little bit suspect.
Hey, you said we were gonna get 4 games. You didn't say which direction that was gonna go. NME getting a 3-1 would be insane. Obviously, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We're still in game 3 right now. We got to figure out what happens in this game itself. Tribe looking for a play onto Aloy. We do have Jackie nearby. Starting's committing the shockwave, but Aloy should get out regardless. And Tribe, now they're way overextended here. They have a way to get out through this bottom lane. They can't get the turret.
Run,
They're
brothers.
looking at the turret right now, but look at all these members of NME. They're just collapsing on top of Tribe. They get 1. They will get 2. T-Tigers falls, killing spree to Jackie. And again, disaster for Tribe.
They're gonna lose this turret. They're getting so much gold in their back pocket. Yeah, Chuck will get alone time with this Baron turret, but like, Tribe, I think, are being a little complacent. They were talking about wanting to learn from their mistakes, but this feels like just going back onto bad habits and making really greedy decisions here. So, trying to protect their mid-tier 1, they get punished.
They're hard committing to this engage right now. Tybe goes back in, triple knockup, flashes to safety, and should be out. Charm lands. Oh, Max Green barely alive right now, but Chuck's trying to get in. Can he get the resets? Pull, apprehend, Jackie about to die. A double
that's
kill
two.
on Chuck. Doesn't get the reset on the ult. That's crucial for NME.
That's
but
three.
oh, the snipe coming in from Dienzio. 3 for 0 trade.
And similarly so, Tribe, they catch NME getting a little lazy on their recalls and being a little too aggressive. So now they'll get mid-tier 1 in there. And in the meantime, T-Tigers was on the side. He got a turret for himself, getting the first for his team. So this is an excellent way to combat what just happened. Tribe, in a single set of plays, get 3 kills and 3 turrets.
Oh, flash
They're
of Jackie.
back.
Oh, no!
No, Jackie, no, dude.
Okay.
Oh my.
That was a little troll. Best case scenario. Best case scenario, you get a 1-for-1 trading your flash for it. Oh. Hey, you know what, Alec? You didn't say which direction the 4-game series was gonna go.
Yeah, I can already predict. I'm gonna take a prediction here. One of the things on Jackie's wish list is to either have the flashback or for that play to have never happened.
Yeah.
Can we just take these backsies real quick?
Ideally both. Oh, T-Tigers aggressively jumping in right now, Truth. Spear rushes over the wall. Actually, no, that was just the blast gun. So Spear Rush still available here. Fight for the Scuttle Crab, and it's earned by enemy.
I did actually have time, and by time, I mean it was really bothering me, and out of spite I had to look it up. I got half of it right.
Okay.
It's Winged Moonplate.
Ah! Close enough. You know, we'll give you 50%. Not passing grade, but it's some.
I turned in the assignment technically.
Exactly.
That's how that works.
Yeah, it's better than I did. There we go. Now the fight for the mid lane priority here as Tribe have caught that wave. It looks like they're on the dragon right now, just soloing it for T-Tigers. And the focus of enemies on this top turret right now. They're also diving under it. This is big for enemy. Kill secured. Now, Tybe and Truth could be in trouble though. They're in a 2v4 situation here. Tribe are capitalizing, but now the rest of enemy have joined in. Already one down. Tribe have found 1 kill. It's a 4v4. Aloy over
flash.
the wall. Aloy onto the carries, and he brings T-Tigers back to the team, but the charm misses. Now Jackie caught out of position, caught out of sorts. Another kill, making a triple to T-Tigers.
Dude, and the entire time, it's just like Tribe, they make the trade. They're able to get themselves an early kill. I don't know what to say, Kangas. NME, they kind of just got caught with their pants down. They're like, oh god, they're doing dragon. Let's just try and kill Chuck. And they're like, oh, wait a minute. We actually might have to fight them for this, because if we lose the Rift Herald, this opens up the game for them. Something that they couldn't do before is really try to break open turrets and accelerate the game. While the gold has been going back and forth, this will cement Tribe a lead. And going into the next objective, you have to think, they're 2 dragons deep. They have an Ocean Drake. It's not Elder, so if we do get to an Elder, that's going to be Elder Infernal. Enemy, you got to start sweating now.
I feel like enemy, they just got a little split in their call. I liked the dive onto Chuck, but then Truth and Tybe engage in get engaged on in a 2v4 situation. Just don't be in the river there. Don't give Tribe that opportunity. But if you're Tribe right now, you're saying, look, we found a couple mistakes. We found a couple of kinks in their armor. And now we're finding a catch onto Aloy. All right, Chuck and starting make easy work of the Croc.
Oh, he's just out. Okay, and now here comes the re-engage. Tybe.
Okay. Tybe with a knockup. Dienzio still has the stacks. Let's see what the Griff wants to do with that. Man. Okay, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, Max Green being the front line. Chuck being the damage here. Truth being dead. And that is, again, massive kills picked up. The Herald drop bot lane.
Meanwhile, in the bot lane, killing this Garen. Goodbye, Jackie. You'll go right back into your base. That is a tier 2 in the Baron lane.
That is inhibitor open at 11 minutes. T-Tigers putting in work.
Tribe did that without T-Tigers with them. They didn't even have the Jacks. Now T-Tigers should get picked right here. Oh, double
He's gonna get a kill.
stun!
Oh.
Oh, that was so close.
If he maybe have turned that a little bit earlier and with a little bit more HP, winnable. But we talked about it during the call there, and we noted it. Max Green on this Braum is just like changing fights back to back to back. When this guy has an high impact game, you feel it, you'll see it, and it's just really awesome. I know supports don't get a lot of love for their play. Okay. Why did I just see that? We're gonna ask starting that. If Tribe win and we get to interview, first thing I'm asking, what was this flash, dude? I can't explain it just hurts.
That one out. I can't.
Dude, if imagine your Tribe or your enemy right now, and you're like, oh, I'm doing the rift here, or I'm doing the scuttle right now. And you're just like, dude, this guy just flashed on me. He just flashed for scuttle. Oh my god,
look
wait.
At this. Engage coming in from Chuck. They don't quite have the backup, though. This might be overreaching. That's one reset for Chung. Oh, can't quite get the second out of Truth. But Tybe should fall here. That's a kill over to starting. Tribe have done it. Double
Look
kill
at
to
T-Tigers,
starting.
man.
Chase them down. Griff, the only one left alive. And even though Tribe didn't have the best start to that fight, they're just that far ahead.
It doesn't even matter, man. Like, starting's like, I don't need flash to win this game. I can just press ult. Your team is dead. And Chuck sacrifices himself as the bruiser. He's in that back line. It feels good. If you're a North American fan, you're like, man, Tribe look good. Because when they look good, you know, you can have a little bit of pride regionally, but like, NME are like, man, this sucks. There you go.
Oh,
they yet
again
refuse. God, no, man. Someone take that button away. Tell the TOs. Come on. We're taking this away. You guys have not earned
up on
this.
the stream, guys.
Guys, if you want to FF, if you're gonna FF, commit to the bit. FF, send us to game 4. Don't do this. This is evil.
To the bit.
Yeah, because then
like
it's just debating us, right? You're just like sending like refuse to surrender.
I like to imagine that that's just like a meme. Like somebody's like, ah, it's doomed, guys. Let's give it up. And then all 4 of the others go, ha ha ha, nice joke, nice meme, and then vote no. That's the reality I choose to believe in. As Max Green, oh, nice charm actually from Truth there. Onto Chuck, Chain of Corruption, damage onto Chuck, Griff with the chase down. Now Dienzio has Max Green nearby, but completely surrounded here. And now the fight's turned up to the top side of the map, but instead it's Griff with the double kill. They did secure it onto Dienzio. This is massive for NME. They still have Super Sport in their bottom side, but if they keep getting these kills, okay, Tybe, are you going to die to Max Green right here? Is that what's happening? Nope, he's good. Okay.
It looks really strange, and it's a little bit bad. I won't lie. I'm not going to... Oh my god, he actually just got soloed by
T-Tigers is just going to win this right now. I think he actually gets more... He's going to get a kill onto Truth.
Yep.
What are you doing, T-Tigers? Double kill in a 1v4?
That's a former world champion you're talking to right there. You better put some respect on T-Tiger's name. Regardless, Tybe did get soloed, and this entire fight, you're like, man, Tribe just died 3 players to die. And guess what was happening? With the Baron buff, T-Tigers took another inhibitor turret, and the mid-tier one didn't fall. So Tribe were like, man, that really sucks 3 of us died, but we take those.
We're still up 7,000 gold right now.
Yep.
So overall, we're feeling all right about this one. 19 to 17 kills on the scoreboard, but that does not tell the story of who is in the lead in this game. Tribe running around the map right now. 8 turrets to their name. They're about to make it all 9. Give them the clean 9-1 turret trade right now. Putting their attention there because the supers will provide pressure top and bot for them.
They're waiting. Baron buff is going to be ticking down sooner rather than later. It's only Max Green. They're just escorting minion waves in, and NME, they really can't do much here. The best thing for Tribe is try and sync up the waves. Huge find. I love that Truth is still going for these, but it's going to need to turn up a little bit more if he wants to try and find an avenue for his team.
But look at T-Tigers. I don't even think NME can stop him. If he just starts whacking on that Nexus, the inhibitor falls. Tybe with the big flank around the back end. Jackie can't even kill the Dienzio. And it was a valiant attempt from the team of NME, but they just cannot get through these beast
Look
balls.
at Tigers, man!
T-Tigers in the base! with a double kill, and that will be the game. Enemy held the line for as long as they could, but Tribe are just inevitable. 2-1 on the series. They're on game point.
They're looking for it. They're feeling hungry. They said game 1 is a little bit of a fluke. We're going to let our bot lane smash you. We're going to let T-Tigers, a massive veteran on this team who's shot calling him. I mean, this is perfect. It gives agency for him to kind of express. It was, I mean, he was popping off on kills. They set their team up for success. And going up against this lane, we're playing 3 mages down in the Dragon lane, which is kind of my nightmare, but Jackie does have a history of playing this kind of stuff. So
true.
I am glad we're going into comfort, because no longer are we going to try and play like Engage or Morgana. We're just going to play poke, kill you, you're dead.
That's kind of like across the board. They have just so much upfront damage. I don't see enemies comp and like, oh, outside of the Corki, I think you could argue that like, oh, they want these fights to go for a long time. A lot of it, like Lux pick, Varus burst as well. Renekton has tremendous burst potential in his kit.
Look at
this.
Get
a lot of damage right off the bat, and now Jackie has to flash under turret. One more.
No, starting.
He doesn't get it. Jackie's alive. Oh, that was so close.
He didn't have auto lock on, so he hit the ward. A small misplay, and something that a lot of people, when they're learning Wild Rift for the first time, they're like, wait, lock on's a thing? This is broken. But gets punished there. Even pro players make that mistake. A bunch of summoner spells invested to try and get Jackie off onto the bad foot, but like, it's just going to be solo experience for this first wave, and actually not even going to miss all that much. So NME probably feeling really good about that.
Yeah, Jackie just loses flash. Griff loses heal for exhaust on max screen and flash on starting. The big thing is how this impacts Truth's lane. Okay, Aloy almost just dies to Chuck. Would love to see how that actually happened. What that trading pattern looked like is not what I expect from a Renekton.
All I saw, Kangas, is you know, like the little champion portraits, and I saw blinking red HP bars, and I'm like, excuse me? Speaking of which,
Tybe jumps in onto Chuck, and there's no flash on that Garen, so an easy kill.
I haven't been tracking First Blood super well, but I wonder if there's a statistic here for our best of 5 series as to who won, who got First Blood and who won.
You know what? I would love to know that statistic as well.
Yeah, we should
unfortunately
bully Prod for that.
Cannot give that to you. Maybe Prod's nice to us, but Jackie, yeah, doesn't have the flash, so T-Tigers pays a visit.
Deep-seated discomfort has entered the chat. That's me right now. I just... If Jackie was level 5,
that's your
that
ult
play
account,
works every single time. Yeah, deep-seated discomfort. Actually,
Chuck
my
still
ult
doesn't have flash. Chuck still doesn't have flash. That's level 5 on Tybe, and Chuck's dead. So remember when you said we were gonna have a 4-game series?
It smelled like a game 5, brother.
Smelling like a game 5.
I think this is another situation where I think the audience has won this game, and neither of these teams have done so. If there was no Nexus explosion, I'd be okay with that.
I mean, of course, early in the game, you can never tell from this state forward, but
no,
this is a great start for Enemy. You can't ask for much better. I mean, yes, Jackie getting punished for not having flash, that's rough, but the kill went on to Nunu. Whereas you're looking at a kill on a Renekton and a kill on a Wukong, you're feeling much happier about your trades and also your 1,000 gold lead. Also, your Chain of Corruption landing here onto Zeo. Very low on health, but Max Green just saves it. Tybe joins in now. Tybe looking for some blood. Doesn't have the ultimate available, so no follow-up.
Yeah, if the Cyclone was there, maybe there's a world where Tybe then get a double kill. They can trade for a plate. The bot lane here, Danzo saying, look, I need this wave. T-Tigers come. Help me. Help this wave out.
Yeah, T-Tigers just snowballs in. Actually lands something. Shockwave in there. Jackie traded for Dienzio, but now T-Tigers very far forward. Tybe still doesn't have the ultimate. So T-Tigers should get out here relatively unscathed, taking some damage as he does it. Truth's joined in and just throwing out some poke on a max screen. Watch for starting. Watch for their Ikshan. Coming in through the river, but doesn't want to actually commit.
I guess I was so afraid there for T-Tigers because all I just see is the greatest snowball ever. Just like
Yep.
180 into the enemy team. I'm like, no, 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 no. Don't do this.
You can cancel it. You can cancel it. Run it into
This is
the
true.
wall.
Oh. Well, Kangas, we've hit 4 minutes. Truth is going to reset, and in this timer here, they know that he's resetting for these for the Valkyrie package. Tribe, they are able to dissuade enemy from continuing the Rift Herald, but with a scuttle there, they will always have vision. Oh, they stole it. Never mind.
Yeah,
Good job,
that
Tribe.
T Tigers. He just walked up and threw out the chomp plus the smite, and took that one away. The Herald's still on the table if enemy want to hard commit to it, but they will be spotted. And like you said, playing around this quirky package is big. Tribe, they can play patient. They don't have to force an objective. They can just wait out the quirky package and then try and grab something.
They can. It's going to be another 30 seconds before that goes down. They can try to make picks. Look how much damage Jackie's able to put down. Already has the Lost Chapter and the Blasting Wand. So it looks like the trade is just going to be Rift Herald for Dragon. Tribe going for that Rift Herald. Going to try and set themselves up for some gold. And this game is going relatively tame, all things considered, from what we got earlier.
Truth, all the way down here. Aloy 1v1ing starting. Truth threw out the package to try and get down there faster. Now Jackie's here too. Lands the root. Now in onto Max Green. Nice damage follow-up, but starting. He's got it. He swings in, trying to get onto Truth.
Starting,
Flashes away from Jackie, but no, he's trying to outplay, and he played himself. Aloy finding the kill.
Barrier is so huge, and Max Green, if he had just applied the Black Shield to himself, that binding never lands. He's never in range when he's up against the wall and in rogue time. So, Max Green, I don't know if it's just uncomfort or maybe it's their first time playing this champion, but I'm sensing a lot of, a few too many mistakes. As flash right into Chains of Corruption there. Griff saves his jungler. Trades the Rift Herald, though.
Flash out of Type, heal out of Griff. Traded for the flash of Chuck, and yeah, the Herald's a big pickup there. The Tribe, they're still fighting. They're still in this game. They're down in gold, but that Herald could be big, and a Shockwave could be bigger. Truth has to jump away, has the flash, so should live this. Starting, diving under turret, couple more autos. That's a bold move starting.
Oh! Heroic web sync. Die to the turret, brother. Die to the turret, brother. It's time.
Yeah, it means you're giving over the gold. Okay, yeah.
Alright. Look, if anything, the real mental warfare, if you're a Tribe fan, is you're hoping that starting opened up all chat as soon as that happened. He said, look, Louis, this is how you go in between turrets and execute. He actually just gave him back from game one. That was actually just a payback there, because the Louis did pick up the kill.
True.
So
Dragon started right now from NME right now, so the Herald's dropped mid lane from Tribe. They're trying to split objectives here. Using the time that enemy are committing to the Dragon.
They don't even get this turret, though. What?
Don't. Oh, but they have a split fight right now. They can actually just collapse here onto the Dragon. Nicely done to start things off, but can the carries get behind the front line? The answer is yes. Now Aloy pushed away. Griff dead too. Double kill over to starting. And under the turret, Aloy and Truth. They're going to try and mount their defense right now. Starting's alone. No one nearby, so that should be the end of the action. But that's a big play for Tribe.
Yeah, exactly. They picked up a lot of kill gold there, and they finally get this mid-tier 1. It was looking iffy. If NME hold on to that part of the base, with no mid-tier 1 turret taken down, that is a massive boon for them. They got the Dragon as well. But T-Tigers in that last fight just zone out the bottom lane duo of NME, and it allows for someone so hyper-mobile as starting with this Akshan to just tear them open, get a double kill, set himself up for success. And we're getting back into another game where starting is pretty fed on the Akshan. T-Tigers, this time not on the Jax or anything like it, but is still really comfortable in this game.
It feels like enemy just aren't able to lock down starting. They have tools. They have the Lux. They have the Chain of Corruption, which, those aren't the best tools for it, but most importantly, they have a stun from Renekton and then knockup from Wukong. They need to save these tools. Starting's just positioning so far away from the initial engage that then he's able to wait for these cooldowns and then swing in when there's no more CC for him. Enemy need to save some CC for starting, because otherwise he's just going to run around these team fights.
Exactly. And it's hard, right? Because he's invisible for the first part of the fight, and then all of a sudden, he's
it sounds so easy when I say it.
Yeah. And something that we didn't note in the last game, last time we saw the Akshan, is just how much healing is a part of this kit. Blade of the Ruin King, Wit's End on Wild Rift provides so much healing on the on-hit. So we didn't see it in their last game where they were building a lot of grievous wounds, but here, this time around, they still need to be able to itemize into it. And who's going to be the one that's kind of going to bite the bullet and try to reduce some of his healing?
It's a tough ask. I mean, probably Tybe, I would guess, just because he can apply it to a lot of people at once. So if you're looking at somebody, he's my guy. But yeah, they ideally would want more, multiple sources of that, just in case somebody's down, somebody's not able to get it onto starting. But right now, 15 seconds till the next Herald. It is coming up on the map here. Tribe and NME pretty much deadlocked. Only about 1,500 gold differential between the two. This next Herald could be a major deciding factor.
And it's been 3 games removed at this point, but we need to see the investment given into Louis pay off for NME. Huge amount of damage going on at T-Tigers
Tybe's
there.
here. Tybe's looking for the back line. He's going to find it. That's
No.
the shockwave response from Tribe. Aloy, he doesn't have a play. Now
Look at starting.
Swings back in. He waited for all the cooldowns, flashes away, throws out the ultimate. Aloy should die right here. Trying to be a frontline for the team. Rampage for T-Tigers, plus the shutdown. And that is 2 free kills over to Tribe.
Look at that. I mean, we're talking about saving crowd control. All of it's gone. They blew it right onto T-Tigers. And Griff's about to just get solo killed by the enemy mid laner. Starting, forces out the flash from the Varus. Going to take the blast cone out to safety. Kangas, Tribe, they're feeling confident. They're feeling alive. You look at this, you got to start feeling somewhere in there is a Tribe win.
Tribe are hitting their stride right now. These are the moments. 4,000 gold lead. We did see a swing last game. Enemy had an early lead and then lost it. But I don't know if they can do the same thing to Tribe right now, who are currently holding on to a 4,000 gold advantage. Dragon's up, and they are going for some resets. Enemy, if you pull the trigger right now, if you find a pick right now, they don't do it, though. The Black Shield keeping T-Tiger safe.
Dragon's about to start. Look at where Louis is. He does have the flank. Chuck is going to try and play bodyguard here.
Oh,
look at the front line, man.
T-Tigers just run straight at them. Look at this Nunu. What are they supposed to do about him? He's literally just a Yeti. He's just a Yeti. And now the rest of the team from Tribe can focus their attention onto Tybe, onto Aloy, pushing away the front line. Enemy have already lost the fight, already lost the objective.
They're not able to get this. The truth gets blown up immediately. Louis, few too many mistakes here. This is a game where he was ahead of Chuck in gold. And every time Chuck has been able to gain a gold lead, they find the win. Chuck is able to stomp out on a Louis. And only since game 1 have we really seen a similar performance vice versa, where Louis on the Jace has a gold lead and then just takes control of the rest of the Rift. This time around, that investment never paid off, and now we're going to see a Dragon, a tier 2 turret in the top lane, and more kills fall to the wayside, as NME kind of just have to watch this game be played right in front of their eyes.
Maybe they can look at this Corki scaling as an option for them if you're trying to make an argument for, okay, how does enemy come back into this Corki close? Actually, now that I say it, not even that close to the 3-item power spike. But if you can get to that 3-item power spike, feels pretty good on that Corki. And then you can look to play through that. The package timing also has to be considered because it is available, but it's not really an objective to fight over. The Baron's spawning, but it feels a little early for that to be the focus of either of these teams right now. So just funnel gold where you can, enemy. Try and hold out.
Maybe. If we're talking about really like 90% plays that are probably not going to work, with the Valkyrie and with 2 marksmen on your team, if you're able to get priority in mid lane, which is a little bit hard since there's a mid-tier 1 turret still standing, you could fake out for a Baron here.
That would be a move. That would be a goal.
It is a move.
It
not
is
a good move, but
well, you never know. Maybe those ones still work. But look at the engage again. T-Tigers just flashing in, throwing in the ultimate, and Tribe. They just are gifted a team fight. Enemy just walk at them and get engaged on. Double kill the T-Tigers, starting just doing damage, doing the shredding.
That's it.
And then D'Enzio with a double kill. Jackie, the only survivor. 4
We're gonna
for
get a
0.
Rift Herald dance.
They have they have the Herald. They're dropping it down. Middle inhibitor. It's the focus right now. Does Herald even get a charge on it? Okay, it does. Down to 1200. 10 seconds on the health bars. 10 seconds on the spawn right now. But Jackie can do nothing but watch as Tribe will take the series 3-1 and will be your Fight Night Holiday Special victors.
Man, do you remember the first part of this game where Tribe were looking a little bit suspect? And we're like, it might be a 5-game series. It could happen.